beauty and anything to do with glam. But here at Science TV, through the Glamour Show, we get to answer that. You can join us and engage with us on social media through Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube, and you're going to learn more. And today, on the Glamour Show, we have on the Glamour Show, we also get to discuss about the skills from people, hair models, makeup, anything to do with beauty. You get to find all that, and you get to learn a lot from our skilled and very professional guest. So here today I have a very, very beautiful guest who's joining me. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Glamour Show. I'm so happy that you got to join us. So please give us an introduction of yourself.
Hi, Edna. So my name is Caren Maina. I'm a professional makeup artist and also a hairstylist based in Nairobi CBD along Biashara Street, Houston Plaza. Just the building is next to Rafiki Bank, so that's where we have our shop. In case you want your makeup done, your wig done, that's the location.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've just told us you do hairstyling or wig styling and makeup. That is so good, and I really like that. I really also want to thank you for honoring our invite.
Thank you.
And how long or when did you join the beauty industry?
So it's been quite a journey. It's been quite a journey because I'm a self-taught makeup artist and a hairstylist. And my journey started way back in 2019. At that time, I was just in search of a job, and then COVID came. I know all of you can remember COVID time. That time, I think everybody learned a skill, I guess. So during that time, it was a perfect time for me to perfect my skill. But professionally, I started my journey in 2021. That's when I started my journey. I was freelancing at that time. I did a bit of freelancing, and then I got into employment. Challenges happen apale, and yeah, I would say it's been quite a journey to where I am right now. Yeah, so I got into employment, nikatoka from employment, I started freelancing again. That was crazy. So I started freelancing again. I worked on getting a shop because I realized the kind of audience I needed, they really needed like a physical location. So I'm able to meet all their, like I'm able to meet a large number of clients at the same time. When I was freelancing, that was quite a challenge for me. I would just work on just a few clients, but with a location, I would work on quite a number. So I worked on getting a location. Yeah, here we are.
Amazing, amazing. That is a very nice and elaborate story about how you got. So you're talking about you learning and perfecting the skill during COVID time.
Yeah.
We have so many people who are experiencing challenges during the COVID time, and they decided to stay home and not do much. What was your motivation? What was the goal? Did you know this was going to become something at the time?
Oh my God. I remember that time. I used to work in a hospital. Just imagine. I used to work in a hospital. I lost the job. I was a receptionist. So I lost my job. And I was into praise and worship team. So every Sunday, I'm all glammed up. Now I have all the time. I would do my makeup, look beautiful. And I would get compliments from my fellow worship team. They will be like, Caren, where do you get time to do your makeup in the morning? What time do you wake up? Who does it? And I was like, oh, so I'm this good. That was the question, I'm this good. So that's the time I realized, by the way, I can work on this thing. I can work on this skill. And I remember during that time, there's a lady from our church who came to me and she's like, "Oh, Caren, I'm having a wedding on this date. Could you please be my makeup artist on that day?" And boom, I was like, I think I'm on the right track. Yeah.
Wow. So a question of someone asking if you're going to do their bridal makeup is how you join the industry till where you are now. The hairstyling and the professionalism, that's how it got to you. Please tell us more about that.
So about the hairstyling, that one is something. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of one. So during my postpartum break, I would really struggle to fix my wigs. You know, I don't have time to go and get my hair done. So I would just do my makeup nicely and then my wig, I'm like, this is how I want it to look. I think during that time, during my postpartum break, that's when I was able to like perfect on it really good. Yeah.
Interesting. I really see how these life-changing events were getting you to the industry. So at the time, at the moment now you have your own shop where you do wig styling. Do you sell wigs, or how do you even get to start such a business? How did it get for you to even start and grow this business?
So I started makeup first. I would say like before I started wigs, my whole passion was in makeup. So I came to realize the way I'm attending to clients, I'm getting a lot of inquiry about wigs. Where can I get my wig done? Where can I, do you have someone who can do the wig styling services? Before then, I was a little bit skeptical in turning my skill into a business, It was a little bit different from makeup. So I felt maybe not now, let me buy some time, let me not do this now, let me do this next month but one. But I realized I'm getting a lot of inquiry about the wigs, and I was like, actually this is a good combo. I can just combine the makeup services and the wig services. And I was like, if a client can just come to me and get her wig and makeup done at the same roof, it's gonna save her a lot of time, because moving from one place to the other, it's also time consuming. So that's a factor I had to consider before making all these decisions. And I also had to make sure I've perfected my skill really good. Yeah.
I really hope my viewers are getting to learn on how to go about doing their work. So the beauty industry with makeup and wig, we get to see so many people joining the industry differently. So for you, do you just do wig installations, or do you also sell the wigs yourself?
So for now, I'm just focused on doing the wigs styling services, but in future I consider like selling the wigs. But for now, I just want to stick to providing services to my clients first. Yeah.
That's understandable, because that's hair. So how long does it take for a client who has just got their wig installed to come back and they need another reinstallation?
Wow. So an install can last up to 2 weeks. So a nice install can last up to 2 weeks. Although now that one depends with, are you really taking good care of it? Are you careful? Because also you need to take some measures. You just don't sleep. You need to put on something like a band so it doesn't come out. So there's some things you need to consider. And also it depends with, are you having an event? Because you know, all these my services are services that we offer when somebody is going for an event. You know, you just can't come and you're coming every day, you're going to work every day. No, it's maybe you're having a wedding, it's your birthday photo shoot, it's your daughter's birthday shoot, graduation, engagement, such events, special event. Yeah, so it depends also with the client. I get clients who come monthly, I get clients who come almost every weekend. I get clients who I'll see them once in a year. You know, it just depends with your events. Yeah.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
And from what you've said, when you get to install different types of wigs every day, which ones are the best, which you enjoy doing it?
I love frontal. I love frontal wig. Yeah, frontal, just there's something about frontal. I'm sure my fellow stylists can testify that frontal, it's easy to, you know, do different styles, and like closure. So the closure is just the one with like a small lace, but the frontal is the one from ear to ear. That's called a frontal lace. The other one, it's a closure lace. So I love the frontal lace because you can play with it. You can do different styles with just the same wig, one wig. And like the other one, it's going to limit you compared to the other one. So I love frontal.
And that is true. I actually even want to attest to that.
Yeah.
Because the frontal wig also looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then we have others which we also do the prices vary when someone has a frontal or a different type of wig for installation to be done. Do the prices vary?
If you come with a, you mean if you come with a closure and a frontal? So it doesn't really change a thing, because at the end of the day, we will still do the install and the styling. So it doesn't vary at all. The charges remain the same, because once the install is done on the lace, we work on the styling, and this is the main part. The styling is the main part. So the pricing doesn't change at all. Yeah.
And I really was asking a lot because I really know when it comes to hair, it's not the easiest. And also now talking of makeup, makeup skill has been quite challenging, where you get to meet so many people. Like, I'll give like an example. How many people can you get to serve on a good day as an individual?
A lot. A lot, especially on Saturdays for weddings. Although now that one depends with your first client. Where does your first client come in? If your first client comes in at 11 a.m., of course you're not going to like have many clients. If your first client comes in at 8, it means you're gonna have a lot of time to serve more clients. If maybe your first booking is very early in the morning, it means you have more time to work on other clients. But I think the largest number I've ever worked on in a day was 16 people in a day.
Wow, 16 people in one day.
Yeah.
That must be a good day for you in the office. It was a good day.
Yeah.
So please tell us, we get so many viewers who are really interested in doing makeup. The eyebrows are a challenge. Please explain to them, like give them a lesson on this thing called doing your makeup, or a makeup tutorial. And also, like, how many minutes should you even be spending in doing some of these parts of the face?
I know. So about makeup, first of all, even before you start with the learning, you need to have passion. You need to be passionate about it. You cannot walk towards something you cannot like work towards pursuing something and you don't have passion. You need to have passion first. That one will drive you. It will drive you. If you don't have passion, then I wouldn't recommend learning makeup, because when you're passion driven, you're able to get the skill faster than any other person who's being pushed to like do this, you know. So number one, you need to have passion. You need to be passion driven. It has to be something that is within you. You want to do it. You're not being pushed by anyone. That way learning becomes easier for you. Yeah.
And I've seen your page on Instagram where you have people like students who you're teaching makeup.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this. How long does a student need to take for them to learn? Just give us a whole explanation of that whole process.
So for a student to learn makeup, it depends with, for instance, like you, Edna, I can see you've done nice makeup on your face. Maybe if you would want to like, you already have the skill, but you want to perfect the skill, you will not take as like a long time like a beginner, somebody who's just beginning, who's totally green. You will take less time, maybe about 2 weeks to perfect on your skill. And like somebody who's just green, who just wants to learn from scratch, like which product is this, how do I hold it, how do I put my face, what, like they're not even familiar with the products. You cannot be compared to that. So it depends with the student. Do you really have the skill with you? Do you want to perfect on the skill? Are you a beginner? But for a beginner in my class, it takes about a month for that person to really perfect on the skill. But remember, even as you learn, you need to stay consistent, because you cannot conclude classes and you're like, that's it, I'm done, and then you fold your hands. You will forget. So you need to put your skill into practice, and that way you'll keep perfecting the skill, you'll keep learning the new trends. So there's that also. That is something most people don't know. So you cannot just enroll and learn and then you just sit down, that's it. You need to work on your skill, keep perfecting, learn, the new trends. When a product comes up, try it out, see the views from other people, and so on. Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
And so you're telling me for a beginner, they can take a long time, but if someone is skilled,